Big ups. What's going on? And this video is meat day. Yeah, I'm sure you know by now. And if you don't, then you're about to find out. But I came first place. Yeah. But I only came first place because I was the only person in my age and weight class. But at the end of the day, you know, the biggest and hardest part of the competition is against yourself. And yeah, I sat and thought, oh, these dudes, FPS powerlifting, awesome guys. That is Uzi. I met them and kind of was looking for a place to warm up, and I just asked if I could jump in with them, and they were like, yeah, jump on in. So I hopped on in and started working with them, and they gave me a bunch of solid advice and help and talked to me a bunch about the competition and what I should be doing in warm-ups and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, no, it was sweet. It was sweet. It was sweet. So, yeah, no, I sat in the sauna Thursday. I woke up at 186.7 pounds. And then I got into the sauna and dropped down from 186.7 to 181.4. Yeah, and what's even funnier too is I made weight because it's 82.5 kilos, 181 or whatever. But I was well within weight. Came in at what is it? 81.9 kilos. So phenomenal. Yep, my opener for squats was 364, and I missed my opener. I was paying attention, but I nerves. I don't know if you probably can't tell in the video, but I'm extremely anxious and extremely nervous. And I was waiting for my time to go up, and they called me to go up, and I wasn't ready to go up, so I just went up, and I did what I had to do. And because of nerves, I ended up missing my first lift, and I didn't record it. So, whatever. No big deal. I did not make depth on the first lift, and I didn't listen to rack commands. I think I racked too early is what it was. So, no big deal, though. It was really funny battling with myself. I started having negative, not intrusive thoughts, you know what I mean, but that self-doubt was fighting my ego big time, a bunch. Because, I was just like, okay, let's just get out there and get on the board, you know what I mean? And when I showed up and they asked for your openers, I went ahead and I decided, because I had thought about opening up with 375, the 374, and I was like, you know what? Let's open with 10 more than what we did last week. You know what I mean? Because I did 355 for 4 reps, so I was like, let's just open with 365. And I missed it. But anyways, here's the 363. It's my second lift. Oh man, questionable depth on that one. I feel like they gave it to me, but whatever. I'll take it. This lift though was not questionable depth whatsoever. This depth was good. Being it was my third lift, I was like, you know what, 375. This is double, or 374. This is double my body weight, more than double my body weight. Let's just get out there, smash it, and get something on the board. You know what I mean? By this time in the meet, I was already having those conversations with myself of like, hey, we had all these dreams and these ideas and these goals beforehand, but we're now in the swamp, or we're now in the thick of it in the swamp, swimming around with the gators. Let's just get some shit on the board. You know what I mean? So, boom. Got him. On the board. Let's go. So now we pivot on into bench press, and yeah, I was the nerves were going big time right now because bench is my most difficult lift, but also this is the most difficult lift to do in competition because you got to pause at the bottom and then push it up. So I was really nervous about not pausing right, you know what I mean? And, well, I didn't pause right. On my first lift, I missed it because I bounced. You could see the bounce. When you watch the video, you can see it. I bounced. So I was talking with this gentleman here when we were warming up and doing this, and he was giving me advice on what to do and don't bounce and do this, do that, and I still did it anyway. But whatever. Boom. It was feeling easy. Everything was feeling good. I felt wonderful. I didn't have any problems at all in warm-ups. None of my muscles felt sore or upset. Everything felt solid, thick, tight. It's fantastic. It's like 155, I think, right there. Bam. Solid. Let's go. I just woke up, so I don't have a lot to say. A little tired. So I ended up opening up. I think I opened up with like 214 or something, you know what I mean? 216, 218, something like that. I just wanted to open up with something very, very simple. Like I said, get on the board. You know what I mean? Get out the way. Get my first bench lift in competition up. And as funny as it is, I missed my first lift. I'm pretty sure I said it already, but I bounced it, missed it. But I got the second lift. The second lift was I went ahead and went up in weight also because I learned my lesson in squat. Like, okay, sweet. I might have missed the first lift, but I should have still went up in weight just because I knew I could make the weight. So when I missed the first lift for 214 or whatever, afterwards I told him, like, nah, we're going to go up. So I went up to 220 and a half. Yeah, 214.
All right, Brandon, let's go.
Now watch the bounce at the bottom. Ready? Bounce. Oh, man. I got to work on that big time. Me and my trainer and everything else. We got to... That's a big thing I got to work on. Because that almost got me here, too. Watch. There's just a little bounce. And it's even funnier, too, because you can hear the judge on the right near my camera, and then that guy in the left over there, watch him. He kind of does the little, like, oh... But yeah, watch this little bounce. Ready? Watch him. See, he's like, just a little. So, and then this one, I went ahead and just went up 231. I was like, whatever, let's just send it. You know what I mean? We got something up on the board. Let's have fun with this one. See what I could do in competition. You know what I mean? So I was happy to have something on the board. Squat, bench was done. At this point, I'm like, let's fucking go. YOLO it, baby.
Push it. Push.
So close.
Solid.
Ah, I was so close. But that's okay. Because I knew once I got out to deadlifts, I was going to smoke it. My phone ran out of juice, so I had to plug it in, so I didn't record any warm-ups. So, straight on up to 407. Boom, that bitch came up like butter. By this time, though, I already knew. I knew. Like, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going up. So, I went up 424 for a PR. And I told myself, I was like, after this, we're going to 440, depending on how this goes up. And it came up buttery smooth. Look at that. As soon as they came up, here we go. 440, let's go. 200 kilos. I knew I had this. I knew it. In my mind, there was nothing stopping me.
Last one, let's go. Come on up.
Look at that. Look at that. I got so much more in the tank. I think I could hit 475. We about to find out. But yep, there it is. First place men's Submasters. 181 pounds, and everything I set would have been a state record if I would have known. But oh well. I'll set them next competition. Anyways, appreciate you. Love you. Goodbye.